Hey guys, I'm Brad from Stillmank Brewing Co. here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. You're watching the Oshkosh Beer Show.
I'm Lee from the Oshkosh Beer Blog.
I'm Adam from McKnight Carlson Wines.
And this week, we are drinking Perky Porter.
Perky Porter from Stillmank Brewing.
Stillmank Brewing Company in Green Bay. And they're calling this milk chocolate coffee porter brewed with the finest Wisconsin malted barley, hops, and locally roasted coffee beans. And that's that locally roasted coffee bean thing. They try to do that with at Stillmank. They try to do that with pretty much all their stuff.
All their ingredients.
So they're getting their malt comes from Breese Malting in Chilton. They're getting hops through, I believe, both the Wisconsin Hop Exchange and Gorst Valley. So they're using Wisconsin grown hops. And then the coffee in this one is from La Java, I think.
Okay.
A coffee roaster in Green Bay. Yeah.
See, and that's one we were just at the brewery on Monday, and that's one thing I didn't know how much they're committed to using local ingredients until I went up there, because maybe I haven't done my due diligence reading the packaging enough, but I did not know that, and that's really cool.
Yeah, and even all their equipment there, it's all Wisconsin-made equipment. I mean, they're really dedicated to being a Wisconsin brewery. But the coffee, it leads with the coffee.
Yeah.
There's a big coffee aroma on this thing.
Wow. I mean, just like a fresh brewed cup of coffee.
Yeah, and now it's, they call it a milk chocolate coffee. So there must be lactose in here. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
You get that kind of like cream and coffee kind of aroma. Yeah, that's nice. Now, I let this beer warm up a little bit first, which I think is really important for this beer. I've had it when it was cold, and the coffee comes off a little sharp. A little astringent, If you let it settle a little bit and warm, it's probably about 55 right now, so it's not warm.
Cellar temperature.
Yeah.
Wow, I can't get over the aroma on this. I mean, it's a really robust coffee.
Yeah, coffee really stands out.
Dark roast, but the palate is really velvety in texture.
It's very smooth, and that's something that's kind of like I've noticed that with several of their beers now. Their mouthfeel on their beers are really nice. I noticed that right off the bat with Wisco Disco, which is pretty much their flagship beer, and that's another beer that they put lactose in. So that kind of
lends to the mouthfeel.
A little bit of creaminess. I don't think there's a whole lot of lactose in there.
Yeah,
but it really seems to complement it.
This is a great beer.
Yeah, the malt flavor on here is really nice too.
Yeah,
I mean it's not.
You get kind of that a touch of a dark malt on the finish, really.
But I think that's where they really get it right, because I think people go wrong with coffee beers is because of the roastiness of the coffee. If you use too much roast malt, it gets
bitter. I mean,
it's astringent. It's hard to stomach. But
this is really nice. I mean, it truly is a great beer for this time of day at 9 in the morning. I mean,
is there a bad beer for 9 in the morning?
I don't think so, but
Yeah, this won gold at the 2015 World Beer Championship. So
really,
wow.
Well, I mean, it's a very, very nice beer. I mean, I think it's right in line. Some of you may have had Surly Coffee Bender, Coffee Brown Ale. It's definitely in line with that. I mean, it's as good. So, if you haven't had it, definitely I'd recommend trying a 4-pack.
Yeah, that's a really nice beer. It's the whole thing up there. When we were there, that was the first time I was at their tap room.
Yeah.
And they're just so unassuming and cool. It's like when we left there, I was thinking, I don't know if craft beer means much anymore because so many people have adopted this term. Yeah. But if it does, it applies to a place like that.
Yeah, which was all, I mean, the attention to detail and all the handwork that goes into making Stillmank beer was pretty incredible. I mean, they were saying it's just the two of them, basically.
Well, I mean, we went up there for a visit, and we ended up helping out bottled beer.
Yeah.
It's that kind of place. But I mean, the beers are all very solid.
Yeah.
Everything's. And if you haven't been to that, the tap room up there in Green Bay, it's on Henry Street in Green Bay. You really ought to go. It's a great place.
Yep. Very casual, like you said, unassuming. Just a very comfortable environment.
And you can see, like, from the tap room itself, there's like a garage door with glass garage door. You can look right into the brew house. It's really a great place to be. I mean, there's a lot happening in Green Bay right now.
Yeah.
Do your own little brewery tour.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you could say that there's more going on beer-wise in Green Bay than many other regions in the state.
Yeah, it's really taken off. Yeah. So this is like a 7% beer.
Yeah, but it doesn't come off as such.
No, not at all.
No, and Brad made sure to tell us that he wants these beers to be sessionable. He wants these to be drinking beers, beers you can have a couple of and not not be overwhelmed by.
And that's the thing. It's like, it seems like some of these breweries that get all the hype just take all the air out of the room, And there's these places like this that, they're making great beer.
Yeah.
They're really fun to be at,
Yeah, there's something to be said for that, definitely.
Yeah.
And another thing Brad touched on was that he said he likes his beers to be on the drier side, which for my palate, I like a lot, because there's a lot of beers that I don't care for that have a little bit of residual sweetness to them.
And that's something that didn't really jump out to me at first, but now that you say that, this finish is very dry.
Yeah.
And it's a beer that the first impression you get from it is almost like a malty sweetness.
Yeah.
But it's not cloying.
No, not at all.
Very nicely.
Not at all. So, and what are some of the other beers they're offering now?
Well, they have Wisco Disco, of course,
that's
been their
flagship beer. Yeah.
They have Bee's Knees, which is a rye honey beer, and I had that for the first time when we were up there.
Yeah.
Which I ended up liking that one quite a bit too.
Yeah, I had that as well. And I think one that they're kicking off, or have just kicked off, is their Tailgater.
Yeah.
Which is like a Pilsner style.
Yeah, it's like an English blonde ale.
English blonde ale, okay.
But really well done, and it has a really nice yeast character to it, like a little fruitiness to it. It's a light-bodied beer, but interesting.
Yeah, that was the first beer I had when we were out there, and I was very impressed with that.
And then they have Super Kind, which is he calls it a gateway IPA. So it's not like this pounding bitter beer. It's Wisconsin hops.
Yeah.
It has a nice flavor, but it's not just an over-the-top hop bomb on it.
And then one that I tried was the Ginger Ninja, which was I think it was like a farmhouse style ale with ginger, and there had to have been some either lime or some other citrus fruit in there, but that was bone dry, and that screamed summertime drinking, so I'm sure that'll be a popular one.
Well, the Tap House, they have the full array of their beers on at all times. And they had some guest taps on too, didn't they?
Yeah, I think they had a Hinterland beer on, but I think they halfway through replaced that with their recently bottled rye whiskey barrel aged porter,
which was really good.
Fantastic. We got a chance to try it right during bottling, and it was just like.
Unfortunately, we won't be getting that down here.
No,
I think that's all going to be sold in the Tap House.
But stop in the tap room. That beer is definitely worth seeking out.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
this is great.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
cheers, Lee.